Hello, children. Hope you all have enjoyed your online sessions. I'm sure you all must have watched the three sessions of Chapter 1 Building with Bricks. So, without wasting much time, let's revise the main topics of the same chapter. Let's start our today's topic. What is brick? A small rectangular block made up of fired clay is called a brick. It is used in making the buildings, walls, wells, and different masonry constructions. Here in the picture, you can see the image of bricks. A brick is cuboid in shape. Children, as I told you, a brick is cuboid in shape. Let's have a look on what is a cuboid. A solid shape which has 6 rectangular faces is called a cuboid. A cuboid has 6 faces, 12 edges and 8 vertices. Let's revise the terms faces, edges and vertices. Well, in a solid shape, each flat surface is called a face. So, in a cuboidal structure, you can see 6 faces. An edge is a line segment where 2 faces meet. That means, in a cuboidal structure, you can see the 12 edges. The common endpoint of 2 or more than 2 line segments is called vertex. The plural form of vertex is called vertices. That means in a cuboidal structure, you can see the 8 vertices. Now, I will explain the structure of cuboid in the next slide. Students, in this cuboid, you can see the faces. It has 6 faces in all. Next, here you can see the red corners. It has 8 corners or vertices. And these green lines are the edges of the cuboid. So, a cuboid has 12 edges. So, students, here you can see some examples of cuboid. A book, a compass box, a matchstick box, they all are some examples of cuboidal structures. Children, let's move on to the next topic. What are mirror hubs? Mirror hubs means the objects that are same on both sides of a line. That means when a line divides a figure or a design into two equal halves, they are called the mirror hubs. Here in this slide, you can see the images of mirror hubs. From the picture, you have to find out which images show the mirror hubs. In each picture, you can see the dotted line. Now, here you can see the line divides the images into two equal halves which have only red boundaries. But the line cannot divide the images into two equal halves which are having the black boundaries. That means the images with the red boundaries are the mirror half images. Students, in this chapter, you have already learnt about the jali pattern. So here, I will discuss about the jali pattern. A jali is an ornamental pattern constructed through the use of geometry. It is commonly seen in Indo-Islamic architecture. Here are the images of different jali patterns as you can see. and you can see different types of jali patterns in the temples. Let's have a look on the Jarukha pattern. A Jarukha is made up of stone. It's a type of overhanging enclosed balcony or window pattern. It's a stone window projecting from the wall face of a building, overlooking a street, market, or any other open space. One of the most important functions it served was to allow the women to see the outside without being seen themselves. It is commonly seen in Indo-Islamic architecture. Here are some images of the Jarukha patterns. You can see this kind of patterns in the Havelis at Jaisalmer, Rajasthan, Maheshwar Fort in Madhya Pradesh. Let's have a look on what is an arch. An arch is a structure that is curved at the top and is supported on the either side by a pillar or wall. Here are two different images of the arches. Children, now you will learn about the brick kiln. A kiln or furnace in which the bricks are baked or burnt is called brick kiln. Here you can see the images of the brick kiln. As you all can see, the chimneys and the smokes are emitted from the chimneys after the bricks are baked or burnt. Students, here we will solve the following word problems. Shujoy decided to buy cement for new building construction in Surat. He bought 100 bags of cement. How much did Shujoy pay if the cost of 10 bags cement is equal to rupees 5,000? Children, here you all know that the cost of 10 bags cement is equal to rupees 5,000. You have to find out the cost of 1 bag cement. So let's have a look on the solution. Here you can see the cost of 10 bags cement is equal to rupees 5,000. So the cost of 1 bag cement is equal to rupees 5,000 divided by 10 is equal to rupees 500. That means the cost of 1 bag cement is equal to rupees 500. Now in the word problem, you can see that we have to find out the cost of 100 bags cement. As you know, the cost of 1 bag cement is equal to rupees 500. Then the cost of 100 bags cement is equal to rupees 500 multiplied by 100 is equal to rupees 50,000. So the answer is Shujoy paid rupees 50,000. I hope you all have understood the solution of this word problem. Now move on to the next word problem. Rohan decided to buy the new bricks from Ahmedabad. He bought 2,000 bricks. How much did he pay? If the cost of 1,000 bricks is equal to rupees 3,000. Students, here you all know that the cost of 1,000 bricks is equal to rupees 3,000. That is already given. So you have to find out the cost of one new brick. Let's have a look on the solution. Here you can see that the cost of 1,000 new bricks is equal to rupees 3,000. So the cost of one new brick is equal to rupees 3,000 divided by 1,000 is equal to rupees 3. That means the cost of one new brick is equal to rupees 3. Now, can you tell me how many bricks did he buy from Ahmedabad? Yes, he bought 2000 new bricks from Ahmedabad. So, here as you all know that the cost of one new brick is equal to rupees 3. That means the cost of 2000 new bricks is equal to rupees 2000 multiplied by 3. And the answer is rupees 6000. So, here you can say Rohan paid rupees 6000. So children, I hope you all have understood the solution of these word problems that I have already explained. Students, I hope you all have enjoyed today's revision session. I will give you the worksheet and the solution for the same. Till then, take care. Thank you.